Hello and good morning. It is May 1st, and today is the first day of this Clue Advent Calendar. And 6 guests arrive at Tudor Mansion in the dead of winter. They expect a sparkling winter party but receive a cold welcome from the host, Bowden Bobby Black, who threatens to expose secrets they want to stay buried. By the end of the night, Black is dead and everyone's a suspect. Can you piece together what happened? Each day reveals more of the story and a unique puzzle. Solve the puzzle together to find out which door to open next. Ultimately, use the clues you've collected to deduce who killed Black, where, and with what. So, this is the whole game to play. So, it's a little different than what I've done before. So, let me open it and we'll get started. Okay. Let's see. Well, it's a different kind of advent calendar. Aha. It even comes with a little storybook. Here's a little story. Okay. Ready to play. The first day, read day one's story on the next page. Follow the instructions beneath the story. Remember, puzzle hints are on the back of each day page. It's a cold winter night in Hugh County, and the towering Tudor mansion is frosted with snow and icicles. A colorful array of guests arrives one by one at the mansion's imposing front door, waiting for admission. On the snowy step, they exchange pleasantries and some introductions, all of them confused as why have been brought here together. Solicitor Peacock, outfitted in a striking teal-colored cashmere coat, removes her hand from the warmth of a fluffy muff to check her watch. She taps her foot impatiently. The invitation said 6 o'clock. It is now 6:05. She glances at Mayor Green. You can't possibly tell me you have time for this. Green smiles just enough to make it count. I value Bobby's opinion. I can make the time. Value his campaign contributions more likely, Colonel Mustard rumbles in his deep baritone. Too bad the other candidates lost the honest one. Everyone loves money, darling. Miss Scarlet pats him on the arm, then peeks without shame through the windows into the hall. You yourself seem to have done quite well since returning from military life. Another moment ticks by. Finally, Professor Plum moves to the front of the group and faces the door, which has a large wreath hanging on it. He looks back at everyone else and says with a slight shrug of apology, I don't want to appear impatient, but I do have a stack of manuscripts I must finish reviewing. Plum presses the doorbell, and a delightful thrill can be heard inside. Nothing happens except the scrap of paper previously resting on the leaves of the wreath flutters to the ground. Open the center clue door and remove all cards. Work together to solve the puzzle. See page 6 in the game guide to review how to solve puzzles. Consult the hints on the back of this page as needed. Once you think you have solved the puzzle, check your answer by reading the fourth hint on the back of this page. See page 7 in the game guide to review how to open the next door. Then mark that door on the board by writing tomorrow's number 2 on it. But do not open the door until tomorrow. You are solving for a 3-digit number. Okay, so open the center and collect all cards. So we're doing that. There's 2. The wreath. In winter's bloom, not more than ice at first, but count with patience, passing days and nights. Then finally, acorns cast off frostnum's worst, and fall's pine cones give way to berries bright. You're solving for a 3-digit number. And they give numbers on the card. And it says, apparently this crazy poet cares more about the number of each word than he does about the meaning. Winter's bloom. Oh. Interesting. We'll have to figure out what day 2 is, and All right, well, thanks for... We'll figure that out later. Well, I'm not sure what day 2 is. If you got any idea what day 2 might be. Leave it in the comments and we'll work this together. We'll do an interactive advent calendar. All right, as always, drop what you think door number 2 may be, and then we'll work on that tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching.